Previously, all of our onboarding was done manually. So we would manually prepare a contract by entering the necessary data into a template in Word, and we would also manually prepare any other associated documentation and gather up things such as Unisop super forms and ATO forms and pop them all together. After they went around and were signed by all the appropriate people, we would then pop them in an envelope and send them out to our new employees. Then we would wait for paperwork to be returned. Sometimes it would get lost or it wouldn't be returned on time, or people would start and we wouldn't have all the information that we need for them, because quite often they'd wait till their actual start day to return things. So we're only a month or so in with HROnboard, but at this stage I think it really seems to be the reduction in paper, and the fact that everything's contained within HROnboard means that we're really not so reliant on paper-based processes, and then the workflow for approvals that supports that is also a lot more efficient. The fact that our approvers can review and approve an offer in employment, and then a couple of minutes later it's available in our new employees' inbox is just amazing. So I think, it's the speed that it enables the process to happen, and the lack of paper that's now involved in a process that used to be quite manual and paper intensive. We've had really great feedback from our candidates so far. So we've actually been calling candidates afterwards to try and get an idea of how they found using HROnboard and their experience with it. And the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive. People think it's great. They think it was very easy to use, very intuitive. We've had very few calls for support from people who were using it, and we have had calls, there have been more questions around their employment offer and some of the supporting information required. So the feedback's been really good. I think having everything together in HROnboard has been great, whereas we used to use a few different processes to pull all that information together. So certainly creating efficiencies with that. Another great advantage is being able to log into HROnboard and see where an offer of employment is at. So it's if somebody's away, the person who is handling that contract's away, you can go in and see whether it's at the candidate or it's at the approval stage. So it makes it really easy to track where things are at when you've got a whole team of people working on these things. Yeah, certainly at this stage, as I said, we've only been using it for a month or so, but it's been a really positive experience for us. So it's something that we'd be looking to try and extend into some of our other processes if we can.